Hi there, my name is Mikaele Holzer, and this is my partner Rudi Leonardi. We are health educators and advocates. So this evening we are extremely grateful to be here with Dr. Brian Clement and talking about the superfood called MILA. Brian has been a pioneer and has spearheaded the alternative health movement. And he's also been director of the Hippocrates Health Institute for 30 years. He's been helping people with disease prevention and with longevity.
How are you tonight?
Fabulous.
Well,
Thank
good
you.
to be with you. You know, it's always nice to talk about MILA. It's been a rare event in the decades of work that I've done where we actually find such a very small little natural food that has such power. It's the very first product I've ever endorsed in my 40 years of work because colleagues of mine that I trust very much have endorsed it. Many years ago, people visited the indigenous tribes in countries such as Peru in very high altitudes. And what they found is that these people were working, carrying very large loads all day long, 10, 12 hours. And what were they sustaining on? Well, it was MILA, this little tiny seed. And when they opened it up and looked at it with biological nutrition, they said, whoa, this is a complete protein. All the essential amino acids are there. Then they went one step further and said the most important fuel for the cell, essential fatty acids, are there too. But not only are they there, they're in the most beautiful ratio of any food. So the energy to fuel the cell and the protein to stabilize and build the muscle strength of the body are in that one little seed. Now what's really sad for me, working in the front line with the sickest people in the world and the healthiest people in the world, is how we've all been hijacked in mainstream society to believe fish oil is a wonderful, wonderful source of omega. Fish oil is a rancid oil that is a very well-known carcinogen. And what the carcinogen effect of a fish oil is a lipid peroxide. Lipid peroxides for a minimum of 60 years have been noted as cancer causers. Number two, all of the largest companies in the world that distribute fish oil literally have to put deadly chemicals in it to dissolve it and to keep the odor down. So I cannot endorse a product more for energy and for protein in a packet better or more than I can MILA. This is an extraordinary product. And let me also say to you that the people that run the company have a lot of integrity. To me, that's the most important thing. When I met this young, vital, vigorous couple, I knew they were not doing this for economic purposes. And whenever somebody does, it has a short, lifespan. This is not going to be a short lifespan. And anyone who takes the vast majority of their profits and gives it to the right people, I back 100%.
So Brian, a lot of people that we're talking to about MILA have the question of the ALA that's in MILA versus in the fish oil, the EPA and the DHA, and can it convert properly?
Well, it certainly can. I think that there's been a lot of unproven science that has come out about the DHAs. And of course, this was part of the promotional advertising that the fish oil industry propagated. And what we see is that when people are eating a good diet and then they take the MILA, it converts over. As a matter of fact, I can actually point to, as I have in my book, Supplements Exposed, studies that show that all of that is misinformation. So you don't have to worry about that, and you certainly don't have to take a rancid cancer-causing fish to get the essential fats you need.
Thank you, Brian. We understand that MILA is exceptional for pregnant women and for breastfeeding. Is that your experience?
Well, it is our experience. When a woman is pregnant, remember, she's feeding two people, not only herself. And protein is at the core of what we need. It helps to build the brains of the child from fetus right through until the time that they come. And what's really remarkable is that we believe that the right and proper use with a product like MILA will create a child who's more stable emotionally and has probably a better potential for a higher IQ.
Is there anyone who should not take MILA? Is there any protocols that should be
Well, I
taken?
mean, it's a very rare group of people. I mean, because of modern living and fried food and meat consumption and dairy consumption and eating the wrong things and Pepsi-Cola, we have a plague now with diverticulosis, diverticulitis, and Crohn's disease. And any seed, good or bad, any seed literally can possibly and potentially get stuck in those little pockets of infection. They would be the only people, but I would highly encourage people to change their lifestyle, get over those disorders, and then you can take this incredible product, MILA, and eat the other seeds that are so incredibly beneficial for you.
Brian, it has just been a pleasure with you tonight. Thank you very much, Mikaele. And as my grandfather used to say, Mamma Mila.
Maroni!